Nazar tried to burn down the house.
Yeah, I tried to burn down a house.
Nazar tried to burn down a house.
Previously on Gunslinger's Gateway. The party's first peaceful night since they left Tan Butte was interrupted when a band of Wendigos attacked the druid city of Fairbrook. Loch, Gil, Druzy, Moonshadow, Nazar, Roots, and the Professor went to work, beating back the Wendigos until they finally collapsed in exhaustion in Roots' sock-ridden moth cave. As a show of their gratitude, the Druids' Council gifted the party some magical folding boats to help them on their journey as they head off toward their next destination, the prison town of Seepridge.
So, what is the order of the boats?
I'm assuming Nazar and Moonshadow are out front.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So, Loch and Druzy, you were one?
Yeah, I'm assuming I wrote down that we were in the middle. I don't know if it was just the order that we were deciding who was in what boat, but I have Nazar and Moonshadow in the front, and then Loch and Druzy in the middle, and then Roots and Gilbert in the back boat.
That is what I have as well. As you guys kind of just shove off pretty easily, you see the forest. The Grenwell Wood Forest, where Fairbrook resides, kind of dissipate, the forest lessens, and you end up back into the grassy open fields very quickly. And it's once you get out of the woods, you notice that it's much colder. It's a very cold Raelian's day. About an hour or so passes, and it's very, very slow-moving current on the river. And to your the northern bank, you notice a small gathering of people that seeming to be grabbing, fish. Some are, using sharpened stakes and stabbing at the water, and some are keeping a lookout.
As we pass, I'm gonna just kind of nod my head, sup. Are there any discernible markings on them as are they a tribe or anything, like a gang or anything?
They look very, for lack of a better term, very tribal. They are adorned with mangled roots and tree branches that are smoldering and dusty looking and burnt looking fabrics, and you notice that one of them has kind of a charcoal wooden, what is this called? A crown? Headdress kind of thing. And their face is black soot had been sprayed down, like wiped down their face, and they are very intently looking at you. While the other ones are doing menial tasks, this one, who stands a little bit taller and a little bit more broad-shouldered, is very intent on locking eyes with you guys.
Ooh, I want to lock eyes with him and I want to stare him down as we pass.
I was gonna say, I'll do that too.
I just want to hold his gaze and like as we're going past him, I'm like turning and following him
While
with my eyes.
make
Would
what do you want to say, Frank?
as it would they? Because this sounds familiar, but like I don't know if we would like. Is there anything about them that would say like they remind me of the people who tried to murder us?
Well, I mean, just one thing was enough for me to wonder.
You can make. Are you proficient in religion?
Yes.
You can make a religion check, and I need Nazar and Moonshadow. Either, yeah, you're gonna roll separately because you're both doing it separately, and I'll take.
Intimidation?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh, what's that smell?
Dirty 20. And I'm proficient in intimidation. A nasty 20.
Ooh, the dirtiest
I am too,
20.
and I got a 15.
You see this tall person. Their head kind of just goes back a little bit, and then they turn over their shoulder and say something, and then one of the people that was kind of like hunched over digging at the ground stands up straight, and they're completely hooded in this dark, like, smoldery gray hood, and they turn around, and they have long gloves on, but you can't see what's under the hood.
Love me some ominous river folk.
We stand.
It's my new band
The
name.
one I bought last year.
I need Nazar, Moonshadow, Druzy, and Lochran to all make a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah, Roots and I are safe.
Sweet con save. Ooh.
Roots and I are just indulging in our sins in the back boat.
That's another disgusting 20.
Just a revolting 20.
Just a revolting 20.
The 20 is disgusting.
Just an insidious 20.
Thanks, Nazar.
The stinky 20.
I got an 8.
I also got an 8. Oh.
I got 7.
So
Yeah.
the rest of you fail.
Yup.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like almost an
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da.
Well, at least we got that hero's feast.
Those who failed take 23 cold damage.
23.
20,
Chilly.
23 cold damage
Sorry about the cold shoulder.
as this cone of fiery coal, like they looks like fire but it burns like ice, just erupts across you all.
How far are they away from me?
Not that far, like maybe 20 feet.
How deep is this
Can
river?
I react? Can I react with my breath weapon?
No, because that's an action.
Okay, never mind.
How deep is the river?
It's about. It depends. It's deeper at the center,
Yeah.
so it's probably about 8 foot deep. But then it shallows out. It's like one spot and then shallows
That's
out.
why we wanted to see. Water walk is a third level spell. So.
Did you ever tell her what you rolled on your religion check so you can know what they are?
Well, I mean, we can resolve.
I want
We can resolve the combat.
How about you tell me though, because I need to know, so you can at least
I
have some.
got a 21.
Okay, so just because you've lived a long ass time, Lochran, you can kind of tell from the symbology and what they're wearing This is the Cult of the Mother. Kind of a rough and tumble, what you've learned, a cult of sorts. And they don't really talk first. They act first and ask questions later. So, with that, I need you to all roll initiative for me.
Oh, started off right.
Right? I didn't think you guys were gonna fucking fight these people.
I don't think we intended to. I think that just the intimidation
I
check.
thought it was another dirty 20. It's an 18. I have a -1 to initiative.
I also
Moonshadow?
19.
What did you roll?
18.
Gilbert. Roots.
15.
Oh, damn. Lochgren.
13.
Druzy.
14.
No, I'm sorry. I had a 12.
That's fine. It still doesn't mess with the order. There are 5 people here. So we'll start at the top with Moonshadow.
Oh, good. Yay.
Moonshadow.
They look like they're poised to attack us.
Yes.
Good. How wide is the boat?
Like 3 foot.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at Nazar and yell and grab my swords and start running at him.
Okay, so it's about 10 feet through water, so your movement's halved. And then another 10 feet to land. To them on land.
Yeah. So I have a 30-foot,
You should be fine.
so I should be up on something.
You can... Is there any specific one you want? There are 3 kind of like... 3 people who kind of are wearing the same type of adornments. And then there's the hooded one, and then the crowned one.
I want to go for the hooded one because I'm assuming that's where the cold damage came from.
Yeah, so...
So that's who I'm going to be aiming for.
Yeah, she can get there, right? No. You can't get to that one.
Okay, whatever one is closest to me.
Okay.
Is the one who gave him the order closer?
Nope. The
Good, I'm just going to go for a random one.
Okay. What are you doing, guard?
So 22 hits.
That hits.
That's 5 slashing damage. Then
You kind of hit... You hit this woman, and she just kind of goes, ah! What?
the second one doesn't hit.
No. Oh, wait, what was it?
It was a natural 2.
No, yeah, that doesn't hit.
So
So she kind of, like, grabs her side and is waiting. She kind of, like, stands up a little bit. Oh, wait, that's not him. Okay. Nazar, it's your turn.
Okay, so I need to dock this boat. Can I do that and still have movement?
That would be an action, so no.
Okay, how deep's the water?
Where you're at right now, it's about 8 foot deep.
And is there a current?
It's very slow.
We don't have an anchor, do we?
No.
Fuck. Okay, I have to dock the boat.
Okay.
Or we're not gonna have a way to get back.
You go in, you dock the boat.
Yep.
And I'll say you can get out of the boat.
Okay, I'm on land with my docked boat.
Yep.
Oh
Gilbert,
wait, I'm gonna bonus action and enter a rage.
do it, my friend.
I'm in a rage.
So
I'm
what-
so mad.
What is your effect?
Oh, that's right.
Oh, shit.
It's a D8, so let me use this D8. Number 4.
Cast finger up.
Arcane energy until the range ends. You gain +2 bonus to AC. And whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, the creature takes force damage equal to your Constitution modifier. Ooh, that's a good one.
Damn.
Fuck.
That's the one we want every time. Come on, let's go.
Shit. Okay.
And we got those AC boosts last week.
Yeet, yeet, yeet. Oof. Gilbert.
I'm gonna kind of like do a double take as this is all going on. Just like, oh shit. I'm gonna turn to Roots and I'm gonna say, "You got the boat," and I'm gonna jump out and just like butterfly stroke my way up just onto the shore and beat the shit out of this guy.
Gilbert having like stupid long arms.
He's real gangly. Well, that's a natural 1.
Yeah, the half orc that you come up to just kind of laughs at you and goes, huh.
All right. Well, I'll bonus action attack. How's a 17 look?
That sounds a little bit better.
For a meaty 8 damage.
Ooh. That as soon as you kind of laugh, you think, "Ugh!" You sucker punch him like right. Yeah, you like go.
I just fucking hit him in the Adam's apple like.
Dick, and he just kind of goes, and he doubles over in pain. And he's like, is that it?
Let's see. Did that? Yes, I'm good for now.
Roots.
Yeah. So Roots is going to start out by saying "boat be gone," and then it's going to fold up because that's the magic word apparently. And in one swift movement, he's going to take flight with the boat that is folded up and land on the shore.
It's be boat and boat be gone.
So it's this terrible infomercial. So you're.
I feel like it's a lot more poetic and druidic.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah. My God. That is. Okay, that is Root's turn.
Yeah.
Druzy.
I'm within 120 feet of any of them, right?
You're within 120 feet.
Okay, good. Just checking. What is this? Does a 14 hit any of them? Like, pick one. I can only
Yes.
pick one.
You have one right in your line of sight that hits.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna do.
You're aiming at a half elf.
Okay.
Taffy.
I'm sorry, but they're being asses to us.
Rude.
Okay, so that's gonna be 4 cold damage, but also their movement decreases by 10 feet.
Nice.
Because I have Spell Sniper and also Ray of Frost.
Hell
So.
yeah. Hell yeah. Okay.
All of them go, and then me.
What was yours again, Frank?
12.
Actually, you are still ahead of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, Lochran, it's your turn.
So,
I couldn't remember.
yeah, let's see. Are we within, 30 feet of them?
Yes.
Okay, so Nazar, Gilbert, and Moonshadow are blessed
Wow. What does that do again?
at a D4 to your attack and saving throws. Yeah, attacks and saves.
A D4?
Yeah. And then have the. That is a wisdom save, right? Or is it con?
What?
Hold the Dead. 1 second. I just, like, for whatever, like. Yeah, so the one that Druzy hit, have them make a wisdom save.
That is 12.
That's a fail. They take 8 necrotic damage.
So, is this Tola dead?
Yeah.
So, as soon as you just reach your hand out, you can hear they can hear the gonging, and it's obviously clear, and they grab their head, and all of a sudden, the skin around their eyes, like, it all goes necrotic out across their face, and they fall to their knees and die.
I didn't think it would work that well.
Okay.
Like,
Which ones were those?
I'm just made of murder.
The
One
good
of
doctor.
is done. Okay, so Moonshadow, the one on you, is going to make a scimitar attack. 18 hit.
Sorry.
Moonshadow.
Yes.
Moonshadow. Okay, ooh, nice. Dealing 7 slashing damage. The one on you, Gil, is going to also make a scimitar attack and miss.
Ha! Ha!
And, okay. The one wearing a headdress going to summon something.
Summon
Oh,
something.
shit.
The one wearing a headdress, you get a better look as they extend their hand up, and as they do that, basically a giant flaming stick, like a flaming club, appears, and then they just throw it at Moonshadow. Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that hit, so I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah, I figured.
Dealing 12 radiant damage. And now, ooh, do I want to be an asshole?
Yeah.
I
Nope.
do.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
I need
Ooh, another
everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
We all have advantage because of
You
Hero's
all
Feast.
have wisdom saving throws because of Hero's Feast.
And I've got Bless.
Ooh.
For advantage.
And I'm blessed.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, either way.
18.
Nazar, you pass.
Hell yeah.
9.
7?
17.
You pass.
18.
You pass.
And 21.
Pass. What do you pass? What was yours, Druzy?
18.
18 pass.
9.
So Gilbert, you immediately hear in your head, a voice go, "You want to retreat, or I suggest you retreat."
Sounds good.
Oh, shit, this is massive.
So,
ghost.
no, you have to.
End of my turn, make a saving throw.
The rest of you pass, so that fucking sucks. For me, it does. They're gonna move back, as they are too. Okay, back to the top with Moonshadow.
Okay, Al. So point of order, because I cannot see anything and like where they are. Can you keep track of Sentinel for me?
It has not activated.
Thanks.
Do you want to take a picture and put it in the chat?
So yeah,
There's a picture coming.
I'm just gonna keep. Thank you.
You guys are the same colors as you were last time.
Are they represented with D4s?
You
What,
got, yeah,
battery?
they are D4s. You are the percentiles.
Dope.
So I'm just gonna keep hitting the one that I've been hitting.
Awesome.
The 17 to hit.
That hits.
That's 8 points slashing damage.
you bring down your scimitar and just cleave right into the side of her neck, and she collapses, and just blood just goes and splurts out. She is
Awesome.
dead.
I'm gonna move to the next closest one. Actually, can I see the one that is doing magic?
That's the next closest one.
Awesome. That's the one I'm going after. Going up to them. That one doesn't hit. That's natural 3.
Nope.
But now I'm in their space.
Oh yeah. Nazar.
Is the crown man close to me? Is he within 30 feet of me? Is it better?
He's just out of 30 feet.
Is the cloaked one? Is that one dead?
The cloaked one's closer.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the cloaked one. Oh, we roll in the box.
I'm thinking.
13.
That does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Gilbert.
I'm going to disengage.
Do it.
And is this 5 foot squares?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna plop back in the water and lazy river my way down. I just told her to retreat.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the saving throw with advantage, I assume.
Yep.
I still have blessed.
And you're blessed.
Yes, I am blessed. So that's 10. Oh, yeah, that's gonna.
You make it.
Yeah. And as I'm floating on the river, I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing?
It was a trick.
It was a trick. Dirty trick.
And I'm just gonna splash somewhere like, God damn it! Like, I fucking hate being charmed.
Do you know what that is?
I don't like. I am aware because it happened to me
Oh,
before.
that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Roots.
I'm just gonna attack whatever one's closest to me.
There is one right there. It is
Wow.
It's the half orc.
I beat the shit out of him, so you could probably beat him up too.
I'll slash at him with my flaming sword.
A 19.
That hits.
Cool.
Murder him.
Yeah, that is a him. Let's say.
That's cool. 10. Fire damage.
So, oh my god, you just kind of go right through his chest, and he goes, he takes a step back, and then the flames kind of go out from his chest, and he smiles as he dies.
Wow. That's never, like, good. It's always...
Reminds me of the lava children.
Oh no! Okay,
idea.
I love the lava children.
Druzy,
Druzy.
you guys are still. You guys are
On the
starting.
boat.
Yeah, you're floating downstream.
Oh, we're just like...
Okay, how close is the one with the headdress?
About 20 feet.
120 feet, I'm fine.
You know, it's like 20 some feet.
They were within 30 feet.
So these guys.
15.
Hold on a second. Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Okay. That's only 3 cold damage, but again, a -10 to movement speed. And as a bonus action, I can give Bardic Inspiration at a distance, correct? Yeah. Yeah. That's
You just have to shout it. It's a vocal component.
a range touch thing. I will give Bardic Inspiration to Roots Wayne.
Sweet. All right. Thank you.
That's all I can do.
Lochran.
I'm gonna Lochran pulls back his hand and throws a large bolt of radiant energy at the one with the headdress.
Yeet.
11 to hit. I don't.
No.
But then as a no, that's my turn.
Okay, Lochran. I'm gonna try to hit you. 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Damn it.
See.
And then Moonshadow.
Yeah.
That flaming club is coming for you. Does a 13 hit.
No, that's not.
So they miss. Fuck. And then now it is the hooded figure's turn.
Which one's the hooded figure? This one?
This
That
is
one,
the
that's-
headdress. They disappear.
No! I'm just gonna fuck them up. I had a plan.
Actually, they both disappear.
Oh
So, back to the top with Moonshadow.
And Sentinel doesn't get anything from that.
No, because you can't see him.
Love that. Okay. What's
Oh, they're
closest
invisible.
to me?
I think they just teleported away. I was like, holy shit.
Bite!
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Whatever I can get to, I'm gonna hit. Or try to hit.
Roll with disadvantage.
What? Is
Roll,
there nothing within 30 feet of me?
roll with disadvantage because you can't see something.
Oh, I just figured that they vamped out and I was gonna turn and go to something else.
That was it. It was they were the last two. So
Oh yeah, Roots killed the orc, right?
yeah, for all intents and purposes, you don't know that they're there.
Okay,
Or not.
then yeah. Then I will swing wildly. Ha 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 ha! I don't hit on that. But I am gonna use second wind and regain some hit points.
Okay. Nazar.
Question, because I have detect magic, could that be used as a bonus action or is that my action?
What does it say on your sheet?
It doesn't say whether it's an action or a bonus action. It just says I can do it at will.
Well, then at will. Do you have to use like a charge? Is it like a?
No,
Oh, so
I
you
get to use it twice a day because my con modifier is 2.
Oh. Bonus action then.
Okay, can I bonus action detect magic and see if I can detect where they went?
Isn't that transmutation?
Can I do that?
Invisibility. No, it's illusion.
Is that a thing?
You detect.
What color do I glow?
I don't know.
And in what direction?
What?
Oh my dice. Bye. They're on the floor now.
Okay, you glow teal.
Teal, wow, okay. Which way do I feel? I want to move towards,
Going this way. In the direction that you were pointed, just further away now.
Okay, I'm gonna move in that direction, and as I'm moving, I want to try and
It's not like
attack.
you can move with-
I'm gonna swing with my great axe. And I'll use my attack bonus this time instead of being a fool. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. This is gonna do what is that? 7 damage. Bludgeoning.
Go.
That's my turn.
Yeep. Ouchie, ouchie. Gilbert.
So I can't see them,
No.
correct?
You cannot.
I did see Nazar just connect with something, though.
Yes.
Okay, so I know they're there, but they're
So you can see,
invisible.
and you see blood.
Okay.
But it's
Dope.
darker.
Actually, are there still bodies on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get back on shore here. I'm going to look at the half-orc, and I'm going to see if there's any discernible markings on him that might identify, I don't know what group this is, because Lochran made the religion check.
I would say, are you proficient in history or religion?
No.
I would say you can make a religion check. I hesitate. I want to say with disadvantage, but there's no reason why.
Well, it's a 3.
So you don't know.
I assume that these are the same type of people who attacked us when we were marching with the druids because they're fire and they're burny and they scare me. Frankly. But then I'm gonna see that Nazar has made contact. I'm gonna go, you know what? Let's try. I'm gonna spend a moxie point, and I'm gonna stick and move to dash to make it around where Nazar is, and then I'm just gonna make an attack.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Correct.
Still got bless though.
Oh, you lost the way.
That's not bad. 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, sweet.
That's very fire.
That's 7 bludgeoning.
Oof.
So I'm just like, oh fuck.
And when you do, you hit here, like what would be a shoulder, but then your hand slips down, and you feel like another shoulder.
Ugh.
What?
Yikes.
That's not.
I'm gonna kind of turn to the group and be like, I don't think that they're human.
Roots.
Does Roots pick anything up with his tremor sense?
You can feel your what's the space? How many feet is that again?
That's 30 feet.
Well, it's very busy with how many people are going around, but you can discern that there are 3 that are people you can see, and then there's 2 more that are kind of in the same area.
Okay.
But you
Am
can't.
I gonna if I fight? One of them is.
You can. I'll say you can move 30 feet, and then you can attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
It's been in there for a couple of years. Okay.
Roll twice, take a lower number.
She needs a bottle opener.
There's one on the wall.
I see it.
That's a 2.
No, you don't hit anything. You almost stab Gilbert, though.
Hey!
Druzy, you guys are floating right along.
Right, so can I see the space where those 2 people used to be?
Yeah, but your friends are in that space now.
Okay.
You guys are
because I can ignore partial cover with spells, but I don't know if that counts here because they're invisible anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't count because you can't see them.
Then I'm gonna just hold until I have either a window to do something, or like they become uninvisible, and then I will attack.
Okay.
Because at this point, I can't do anything until then.
Oh yeah, Julian, suds and buds, rip it and sip it.
Yeah.
Okay, Lochran.
Alright, so I drop concentration on bless, so no more bless, sorry. But Allison, this would be up to you. Is there a way to make a 20-foot cube, like where the people were, that doesn't get any allies? If not, that's fine.
Nope. You get 3 allies and possibly maybe them.
Okay, so I hope everyone's speedy. So I cast Fairy Fire, kind of like where they were. So everyone has to make a dex save.
It's a 1. Not natural, but a 1.
9 and 13.
Okay, so they both fail.
I rolled a 15.
So, it's a DC 14.
Badass.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
So everyone who got a 14 or lower than 14 is outlined in violet light. So it nullifies invisibility.
Ooh.
So they're outlined. Against outlined creatures have advantage.
There you are, you fuckers.
So, Allison, that does mean you have advantage against Sarah.
Ooh.
Or anyone
Try to
else.
hit me. Do it.
But Sarah,
Right,
remember that you're
right,
raging,
right.
so you have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Oh, yes, I know. I have my book open and I keep reading it. Literally every time they go, I read it and I read it over
And
again.
fire! And fire!
And fire, yeah, I know. And I have +2 to my AC right now.
Dab.
I'm beefed up.
Dab on them cultists.
But can you survive a death saving throw?
Bless black.
So I can see them now, so that triggers my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Although you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet away.
That's fine. I have range of 120 feet on this spell.
Oh, fuck.
That's a 23.
That hits. Who do you want to hit?
Can I tell who's who?
Kind of. One is more blobby, and the other one's a little bit more pointy.
Blobular.
Okay,
I
I
was
want
gonna
to hit
say
the pointy one.
Okay, pointy one.
That's 3 cold damage. I lost
Ooh.
on my team.
Ouch.
Chilly.
And then again, the 10 feet movement minus 10 feet. That's all I'll do.
Was that Loch's turn? And then,
Yeah.
okay. So, 15 hit you? No. Okay, miss, and then... Going
Man, I have advantage on dexterity saving throws. This is what happens when you read your book.
Danger sense.
14 to hit? Okay. So those attacks both miss you. Do I be shitty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
I have
changed my mind,
advantage
don't
on
be
that. I just read that in my book.
Oh,
Natural
fuck
20.
yeah, 19.
Yeah, natural 20.
What was it? Yeah.
Which is a 19 because I have -1 to dex, but still.
Allison,
Yeah?
does that hit the boat as well?
No. You guys on the boat are fine.
16.
Okay. 16.
9.
You fail.
Sarah and I both rolled 19.
Yeah, you two are fine. So, those who succeeded take 9 points of damage, and those who failed take 18.
What kind of
3 bludgeoning, and what did I say?
9 if you succeed?
Yeah, so, or 5 bludgeoning, 4 cold.
Gotcha.
And now everything in this area is difficult terrain, as you are all lobbed with hailstones.
Oh.
Cool. Whoever hit me, are they within 10 feet of me? Because
Yes.
if they are, they take 2 damage. 2 force damage.
Okay.
The concentration.
Also,
It
did
is-
my sentinel trigger on those attacks against you?
How much damage? 2.
2. They're fine. Petty, but still.
Yeah. No, that does not trigger Sentinel.
Cool.
Okay. Back to top with Moonshadow.
And you have advantage.
And these guys are...
They're floating away.
Y'all floating away.
Fucking Kermit and Miss Piggy. They're just rowing away.
See you all in hell.
See you all in...
I'll see you all in therapy.
Furiously J-stroking on my, like, when I'm not casting spells.
He's rocking that mean J-stroke.
I can see them. Am I close? Do I have to move to get close to them
Nope.
to hit? Awesome. I'm gonna aim for the one that is a. You said there was a spiky one and a blobby one? I'm
Yep.
gonna aim for the blob.
Okay.
That's a natural 19
damage.
Yeah.
Golf claps, golf claps, golf claps.
That's really funny.
That's 10 points slashing damage.
Nice.
Now a bonus attack.
Dropped earlier.
That
Yep.
is a
I did. It wasn't me.
total of 19 to hit.
That hits.
That's another
Did
7
anywhere?
points damage.
How much?
7 points slashing damage.
Ooh.
It's not dead yet.
No.
Alright, I'm at action surge. We're gonna take 2 more attacks.
Yes, fighter. Yes.
Oh, advantage.
Action economy is on our side.
So 14 to hit.
No.
Alright, and then. Nope, that's another 14.
That does not hit. Nazar.
I want to hit whichever one's closest to me that I can see.
Yep.
Oh, natural 20. Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. I'm attacking with my my big boy, my whatever the fuck I've been using, the great axe.
Roll some damage.
Whoa.
So that is 22 damage. 'cause
How
I
do you wanna do
remembered
it?
to add my rage damage.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
I'm just gonna take the axe and I'm gonna slash just straight across, just trying to just destroy him.
They just go.
Oh, beautiful! And then I'm gonna take the axe and just like smash it into the ground.
Done.
Cool as fuck doing it.
Powerful.
Gilbert,
I'm gonna try to beat this guy up,
beat him up.
Mr. Spiky guy.
I feel bad if they didn't start it.
I know, they did start it.
No, you did. They did not.
That's a
I
20,
didn't
21
stare at
to
him. I
hit.
was just
Yes.
showing them who's boss, and then they decided to fight, so they did start it.
6.
Obviously,
bludgeoning
Nazar
damage.
is boss. So
I am boss, and if you
Um,
don't agree, then we could fight.
They took it to that next level.
And then I'm going to spend a moxie point to make 2 more attacks.
Alright.
Both with advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Fairy
Oh, they have
fire.
fairy fire. That's right.
Very fine.
Natural 20. $13 bludgeoning, and then second attack or third attack. Okay, it hits.
How do you want to do it?
I want to make this non-lethal.
Not okay. So they'll just collapse.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna grab him by the shoulder and just right in the gut. So they collapse, and then I'm gonna pick up their body and headlock them.
And you do that, and they're very like,
Yeah.
kind of, and they try to struggle against your arms.
Can I see their face?
Yes, give me one moment.
Oh.
So,
Dope.
okay.
Well, that was a great combat.
This is a great way to start.
Yeah, great way. Very energizing.
Strong start.
Loch and Druzy finally bring this ship into port.
Now that it's
Yeah.
come on, land,
Surrounded.
would be gone. Put it in my boob
Sure.
pocket.
Make sure you can't get away.
As you are up close and holding them, they are a clean-shaven head, human, but the wooden like crown is broken, and it's kind of like Furiosa, how the soot goes back through the hair line and everything, and you can see that there are tears going down their face But they still look resolute as you're holding them.
Why did you attack us?
Don't have to answer to you.
I'm going to tighten my arm. You may not have to answer to us, but whatever afterlife you go to, you'll have to answer to them.
I am the afterlife. You're making a horrible mistake.
I'm going to kind of raise an eyebrow to the rest of the group. Just be like, anyone else want to try?
Yeah, I'll walk over and be like, what were you doing here?
I don't see it's any of your business what we're doing here. Now that my people are dead.
Well, your people wouldn't be dead if you hadn't initiated combat with us.
Out here you can't be too cautious when a stranger gives you a dirty look.
Everyone looks at Nazar.
Excuse me, it's not just me.
If you knew where
Moonshadow.
if you knew where I came from, then maybe you would understand. But people like you don't understand.
Well, where do you come from?
It's none of your business. Kill me if you're gonna kill me.
I would like to understand. I am from Emta, and I am going around trying to understand the different peoples of the world.
You're from Emta.
Yes, do I not look like I'm from Emta?
I don't know how many people have defected from Emta. Oh, are you, you're part of the Spotted Sun clan, aren't you?
Yes, I am part of that clan. Why?
And then I don't need to explain myself to you. She spits at you. They spit at you.
I'm gonna go, alright. I'm gonna grab them by the kind of the scruff and drag them over to the riverbank here.
I'm gonna follow with my axe over my shoulder.
Yeah, walks it 10, 15 feet. Give the man room to work.
I'm gonna have them by the so that they can see the reflection in the river. I'm gonna say, you either talk, or I'm gonna send you to that afterlife that you've been talking that you think you are.
Put me out of my misery, then.
I'm just kind of turn over my shoulder, look at Nazar, and I'm gonna say, damage him, don't break him, and throw him face down.
Into the water?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will drop my axe and I'm gonna grab my club and non-lethally hit him with it.
You're torturing this.
Shit out of him.
Just like break his shins or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Or
break
their
his
shins.
knees.
Go ahead.
No,
Don't
it's not do this. That's not a good way to get the answers out of people.
They want to die, don't give it to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna break his kneecaps.
Roll the hit.
Okay.
It's prone, so I guess you technically have advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
You fucking smack down on one of their kneecaps, and they just go, ah!
I'm gonna kind of like crouch right now and be like, anytime you're ready.
I'm gonna press the club onto the other kneecap, not putting actual not trying to break it yet, but I'm just gonna push on it like this one's next, and I'm gonna growl at him.
Do you work with larks?
I'm gonna turn to the rest of
Everyone looks around.
What?
Don't know anyone by that name.
Surprising, considering you have the horrible nature of them.
What was that name again? Larks?
Larks.
Is that a group person? Who is that?
Don't you know?
I want to hear you say it.
Make a persuasion check.
Both good. 8.
Can he have advantage because I'm there, like, looming over?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
16.
Hell yeah!
This is a bit better. Surely you all follow him. That I was supposed to be the ruler. I'm the one wreathed in flames, not him. I'll never be what I am. Is that all you want to know? You gonna finish me off or just leave me here to the buzzards? Because I can see you're kind-hearted people.
Well,
I laugh.
they certainly are. We've got a doctor on our hands. I'm sure he could treat you if you give us the right answers. Anyone else have a question for this lovely individual?
I'm gonna give him a snail. I'm gonna say, here, this should help.
They don't accept it.
No questions? Anyone else? Great.
Witnesses only lead to trouble. And Loch has like a steel look in his eyes. Like, this is not the man that you've known that, like, this is a side that you have not seen before.
I'm gonna get up and just sort of. I'm gonna turn to Nazar and I'm gonna say, finish it.
No! Ah, damn. Leave it to me.
I'm gonna stand in front of the guy and be like, no, we're not let's do this.
Loch gives the "they drew first blood" speech from First Blood.
I'm gonna yell back to Druzy to just look away. I'm like, don't look. It's gonna be ugly. And I'm gonna take my axe. I'm gonna over my head, and I'm gonna try to just behead him. First,
I'm
what?
in front of him.
I can't hear everybody one at a time.
Well, my question is more of a DM question, because I've never actually used this particular skill before. But I can cast Calm Emotions, like, just at will, without a spell slot. I just don't know how, that would...
Okay, so everyone in a 20-foot radius sphere, which would be everyone,
Right.
needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Are you doing it, Druzy?
Well, I'm not sure, because I don't know if it would help the situation at all, because I don't really understand what it does, like, in-game.
It might help your group, if that's what you're thinking.
It might calm Gilbert down.
And Nazar.
Nazar's not particularly mad. He was here for the ride.
Perfect
He's
henchman.
got Gilbert's back. They're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a huge problem with this as a character. Just based on...
The only reason
I
Gilbert's
don't
about
think
it.
she'd be like, you know what, I understand. We have to do what we have to do.
The only reason Gilbert's about it is because he got charmed by this person.
I mean, they want to die.
So,
How about who?
here's my...
I would say whoever wants to make an
My
insight
argument.
check can.
I'm proficient in
What, Ashley? Oh, you froze, girl.
Well, sorry.
You're good.
You said insight check out.
Yeah.
That is a 15.
You can tell that there is fear, but there's also peace with it. But they're they don't seem, they can't do anything anymore, so they're kind of giving up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what I want to convey to the group and be like, they are not a threat to us. Why do we want to kill them? It does not make sense.
Didn't they say they
At
know?
this point, oh, go ahead.
Didn't they say they knew who you were, who your family was? Doesn't that concern you?
No, everyone knows who we are. We're people who run frickin' EMTA. Everyone should know who we are.
Wait, you run EMTA?
Seraphim did say, Your Highness.
Mm-hmm.
This is beside the point. At this point, it is mercy kill. We leave him here, and he will die by nightfall. We take him with, he slow us down, he proved to be issue. This is the right thing to do at this point.
But if we bring him with us, we can try to get more information out of him.
That is useless at this point. There's no reason to do.
Also, if you consider that we were in the middle of a fight, and the only reason that this particular individual was not killed on the spot was because Gilbert decided to give them the benefit of proving useful and not wanting to die. And obviously this individual is not of that opinion or inclination whatsoever. Would have just killed them outright if Gilbert hadn't decided to extend mercy in the first place. Honestly, we do that quite a bit, just sort of wipe them all out without question.
Well, seems like you are all, fine people.
Where can we find
I'm
Loch?
gonna press my boot onto his head and push his face into the dirt.
Loch. Sarah, what did you do?
I pushed his face into the dirt because he spoke.
I'd like to ask him where we can find Larks.
Probably in that hellhole of Kakoa. Moonshadow,
Yeah.
you recognize that name of that town.
Okay. Can you spell that town?
Caucoa.
Do I know how close it is to where we are, or how close it is to Emta?
It's a bit away from Emta, but it's kind of the halfway point from where you're at currently in Emta.
Okay. You said that you were. I'm gonna ask Nazar to lift his foot up so I can talk to him.
Yeah.
And be like, you said something about that you were the rightful something or other.
I'm the one wreathed in flames.
Yes, and you come from Kakoa, yes.
That was our latest home. We used to live out in the wastes, but we were driven away.
I know that they're part of the cult. I don't know how much I know about it. Yeah, that's fair.
So, the one breathed in flames, is that kind of like the leader? Or...
I'm the leader. I was driven out of my home.
by a false leader?
Betrayed
Or-
by my own people. But you know all of that, don't you?
I'm gonna give like a
I-
what?
I know you're of the cult of the mother, but your governmental structure isn't something that I'm familiar with.
I'm Ailish's messenger.
Bro.
So, do unto me what you wish to happen to you for an eternity over. Good luck getting into the great beyond.
I raise my hand and it starts to glow, and I just point at them and just say, "Fine." And then the light goes away and they get 7 points of healing.
I really thought you were about to murder this person. It was so hard.
So story wise, I just want to heal their fucked up knee.
That
can at least,
cannot heal up that fucked up knee at this.
Oh.
It can heal a little bit, but it doesn't fully heal it.
Yeah, not I'm not trying to be nice,
Okay.
but I'm trying to be not a murderer.
Can I insight him saying he's the messenger of Ailish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 14.
They are telling the truth. That's who they believe they are.
What did you mean when you said, I would know about having something stolen out from under me or whatever.
Your parents are Cold Flame and Gentle Stream, are they not?
Yes.
They kind of lift up their head weakly and look at you. And just smile. You don't know, do you?
Know what?
Let me go and maybe I'll give you a little bit of information.
Okay. And I'm going to look at the group and be like, I want to let him go.
Nazar looks sternly and then lifts his foot off of the back of this guy.
They lift to say something and disappear.
Jesus Christ.
I want to do detect magic again. Where is this fucker?
Go ahead.
Yeah, detect magic.
It's only the morning, by the way.
What?
It's only the morning, by the way.
Hell yeah. The day is young.
That's why I only use cantrips.
I know.
You don't
Nah,
detect.
I'll let him go.
Okay. I'm just saying it's a warning.
Yeah.
As they disappear, and we're kind of looking around, Loch yells, "Next time you pick a fight, make sure it's one you can win."
Damn, got him.
I'm just gonna kind of kick splash water, going, "Motherfucker!"
I'm gonna pick up my weapons and put them back on my back, and I'm gonna start going through the pockets of the corpses.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to go and study the hooded guy thing, whatever it was.
Roots, bring the boat back. I'm gonna take a bottle out, uncork it, and head begrudgingly back to the boat to sit in and drink.
I want to look in the body of the orc. Close.
You find a couple each as you guys are looking over the bodies. The half orc, half elf, and the human woman. They have scimitars. That's about their only weapons. A handful of gold on each, maybe about in total 15 gold. Nothing of note. There are bedrolls. There are a tinder kit. One between them all, enough for one explorer's pack worth of crap. But
I want to take the rope. Can I take? If there's rope, I want it.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
There's only
How
one.
much is?
50 feet.
Oh fuck yes. What kind of rope is it? Hemp? Is it silk? What is it?
Hemp.
Dope.
Lochran, as you approach what you've gathered to possibly be a mage, which is kind of new for you, or you haven't seen it for a long time, the hood is thrown back, and where Nazar cut them down, you can see that it looks very similar to Roots. There's a four-armed dark-furred Illuminaria.
Do I know enough about Illuminaria, culture, or to know if they if there's are there different types? Are they all one unified race?
You know that there are two sub-races of them. You know the one to be very similar to what Roots is, which is they dwell more in the forests. They're stockier, darker, and then there's the ones that you are very familiar with that are the Highborns that are only live at the nests out, just outside of, on the island just outside of Serenity Falls.
Is this one of those?
This is a forest Illuminaria.
Okay, so it's
Yeah. It's more grayish and brown.
Mm-hmm. So like wave roots over. And
does Roots recognize this fella?
Nope.
Oh.
Wow, there's my neighbor.
That's my neighbor.
Yeah, we went to high school together.
Greg.
Roots, you know that your kind typically doesn't hang out with each other. You're kind of loners by trade, and if they do, it's not a good sign. So, do with that what you will.
And this is more for me to refresh my knowledge. Ailish is the sister of fire, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
One is like that big barren, fuck-off wasteland north of the continent, right?
Yeah. So I asked Roots, and I might be asking Allison through Roots, like, do the Illuminaria often worship Ailish? It seems that this cult is based around her worship.
Roots, drugs, moth shoulders.
I'm a druid. I smoke socks.
I smoke socks. Oh my
Just like
god.
looks up. Roots is just rip it. It is holding us over like a Bunsen burner and breathing in the smoke.
Roots just hits his
Right
vape.
with a sock and packs it into a bong and takes a rip. He says, "Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck's going
Just packs his sock bong.
on."
But
It smells like poop over there.
we have confirmed that Roots has a sock bong.
Yeah.
Well, he left it back in the moth cave, so you fucked.
Damn.
Oh no.
Does he have a bowl that he carries then, or like?
Or maybe he's just hitting his pen.
He's got a vape.
Extra filter in the sock.
Oh my god.
He like found an apple. Yeah, could I make a religion check, like, about Ailish worship? Like, how much I know, like, if any of it seems applicable to this?
Sure.
Hey, 16.
You've heard little bits about the occult of the mother. And you know that, well, what exactly do you want to know?
I guess just trying to, like, connect, like, how does it relate to, is it, like, a cult beneath, almost, or are they, like, an offshoot? Like, do they see Ailish and Omos as, like, a unified kind of, like,
The father and the son.
Nope.
yeah, like, kind of like mythos, but they see, like, they worship Ailish and are antagonistic towards Omos, because
Yes.
he...
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, from my readings, do I recognize anything about a cult of Ailish?
You've been able to read, through reading. Wait, you don't. Oh, you have what book?
I have a couple more that you haven't given me titles for, but the other books I
Because the
have.
ones I know you have are the one of the last Dusk and Azartria's combat tacticians.
I didn't know about the combat one. I have the Seers book of Dusk's Dawn, and then Great Dragon's Reign, and those are the only two I've written down. But I have other ones that you have not given me titles and information for. So, yeah, but she's kind of the pathway that my studies are trying to take. So I didn't know if there was anything that I've read about that maybe had talked about an occult or something that I would then recognize. or
There is
terminology.
You are recognized Ailish from reading the Seers of the Dusk's Dawn, because it gives the mythos of the Five Sisters and how they fit underneath Omos's ruling, and how he is the one true God, and that they are just extensions of him. But you don't get anything about occults or anything like that. Other than the rumors of, like, the things that came out of the Darkest Nights.
Dope.
That was a different.
These players know more and more than we do as characters now.
I think the longest tonight.
Are we ready to move on?
I think so.
Yep.
Do I find anything useful on the mage, or do we find as we were like looking through stuff? Does anyone find like purple flaming skull
Or any
insignia?
Nope.
No, I have one of the boats all folded up, so I'll unfold it. I'm assuming we just get back in order that we were in before.
That's what I assume.
Before we never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna shove the boat back into the water and then hop in
Bebop!
after Moonshadow's in it.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, wait for you to get in and then I shove
I'm
it.
just gonna commence drinking.
Commence drinking. Dun-dun-dun-dun. So,
Now we just tubing, buds.
Yeehaw!
sit well with that attempted torture.
I just used what I learned
Boating school?
in boating school.
What
What I learned in boarding school is...
Interrogation.
Interrogation. Well, I was gonna say interrogative. Interrogative torture.
Interrogative torture.
There it is.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
So, you spend about 3 or 4 hours just taking in the sights. It's occasionally you'll see like a buffalo or something, deer, just animals out grazing out in the open fields. And it isn't until about the sun's just starting to come down. So, Gilbert, Druzy, and Loch,
Woo!
as you guys are sitting in your boats, on a distant hill, you notice a man standing. He wears a long-brimmed hat and a poncho swaying on the cold breeze of the day. He is motionless. And it's, as you go and kind of just shrug it off, you turn, and on the opposite side of the river, there he is. Again.
That's not.
A shadow man.
Before you can blink, there's another on the bank of the river.
Oh no.
Each one identical to the last, standing still, watching as you still drift downstream. Their heads are the only thing turning. A faint ticking sound can be heard on the breeze. And as you're just kind of floating on, they're staring at you.
Last time, I'm going to avert my gaze from direct eye contact.
Druzy, you recognize these.
Oh shit! What are they?
You've seen them before, but not in this capacity. Like, this far out. They're called nimble rights. And normally they're like an automaton made out of light wood and metal that normally serve people in Serenity Falls.
Oh.
mostly like waiters and stuff like that, but they have very morose expressions carved into their faces, and the ones that you are more familiar with are normally ornately painted. These are just plain wood and plain metal.
They're like scarecrow robots rather than fancy waiter robots.
Correct.
Huh. Well, I will share with the group in a very hushed tone that I know what these are. They're automatons, and I think we're okay to just keep going. I told Nazar not to mess with them.
Okay.
The one on the bank starts walking towards you.
Into the water?
Yep.
I look back at Druzy like, really, dude? Don't mess with them.
But they're not looking at you, they're looking at Gilbert.
There. Do I see, since it's coming closer to us, can I see any, like, modifications that would look threatening? Like it has a weapon or something?
Has no weapon.
Just kind of walking?
The one is already waist deep into the water, and it's coming towards your boat.
Do I recognize? Do I know what these are?
You've never
No.
seen anything like this before.
I don't like it. If it gets any closer, if it gets within arm's reach, I'm hitting it.
Gilbert, I've never seen them do this before, but it is just an automaton.
Perhaps we should.
Is it on my boat?
Yeah, let's do
It's
that.
it's grabbed your boat and it's stopping the boat.
I'm punching it. I'm punching it.
Fine.
I want to ask it what it's doing.
13.
Nope.
Bonus action to try again.
Go ahead. And it starts walking backwards and pulling your boat to shore.
24.
Oh no!
That hits.
9.
Allison, the other two haven't moved.
Huh?
The other two that are on the hills haven't moved.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna start redirecting my boat to follow Gilbert's boat.
How much did you get?
9.
And I turn to Moonshadow and I'm like, I guess we're fighting again.
No, that's a 25%.
At the very least, we will follow. Might be interesting.
Okay.
I would like to yell at the automaton and ask it what it's doing.
Go ahead.
What are you doing? Hello, what do you want?
It doesn't seem to acknowledge you. It keeps
I got a 25 perception.
the other two, the one that was on the one side of the bank is now is at the river's edge and is walking towards Gilbert's boat. Roots, you're on this boat too. And then the other one is on the hill, closer to you now.
So it's closer, but it's not like. Fuck! What do they want with Gilbert?
He's a legend.
We'll just have to find out.
As I punch it, I'm gonna say, "What the fuck do you want?"
Roll the hit. Doesn't answer.
21.
That hit.
5 bludgeoning. No answer.
Alright. Yeah, no answer.
Can I try? How far away is Gilbert's boat from my boat?
Hold on.
You're in the front, he's in the back, so.
Fuck. Well, how far apart are the boats?
About 5 feet each.
Oh, dope. Okay, well, I'm gonna say, Moonshadow, well, take this rope that I'm holding in my hand. I'm gonna hand it to you, and I'm gonna say, toss it back. We're gonna try to, like, yeet Gilbert's boat out of here.
Okay.
And I'm,
Throw the rope.
Okay.
and I'm gonna keep steering the boat away. We're just gonna try to get on out of here.
So you guys are moving?
Yep, we're trying to. She's gonna throw the rope to Druzy and Loch.
Yeah.
throw it. It's okay. I got it. The roots. Or to Gilbert, but Gilbert seems preoccupied.
So,
I'm a little busy at the moment.
as you guys in the front are starting to move, Nazar, you feel a boop with the boat against something that isn't there.
Oh shit.
Oh no. Wall of force. Oh no. I want to like go kunk, kunk, kunk and see that there's nothing there, or that there is something there, even though I can't see it. How deep's the water?
About 10 feet.
Okay, stay with the boat. I'm gonna jump out of the boat and I'm gonna start wading and I'm gonna start going towards this thing that's got Gilbert.
Loch stands up. Yeah, you can stand up in a canoe.
And they're starting to sway, and you come saddling up on the boat's hit. Except for there's now like a 20-foot gap between your guys' boats and oh my god, Gilbert and Roots' boat.
Yeah, perhaps we should just go to shore and see what they want. Loch remembering that we found weird robot diagrams in that wizard's house, Moonshadow.
Okay. Am I at Gilbert's boat yet?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to try to push this guy off, and then I will drag the boat myself to shore.
Make a charisma saving throw.
That's a flat 18.
You made that.
Okay, now I'm pulling the boat to shore. I'm like, please do not touch our craft. I will take it. It's fine. Do not worry. And I'm just gonna keep pulling the boat, and I'm like, it is okay.
The other one just raises its finger to its motionless mouth, and then reaches its hand out for you.
I don't like that at all.
It's fine.
It's fine? You think that's fine?
Open for new experiences.
I guess if it wanted to hurt me, it would
Try
have.
the drugs. Smoke the pipe.
I guess I'll take the hand.
It smacks your hand away.
Oh, it doesn't want the hand, it wants my rock.
And then I immediately use my breath weapon on it.
Okay.
I immediately. Have it make a dexterity saving throw.
It fails.
Cool. That's gonna be how much damage? 56. Dope. It does 3 fire damage. I rolled a 1 and a 2. I just want firebolt so bad. It's my favorite cantrip.
As I kind of give the exclamation that, oh, it wants the stone, not me. As it slaps the hand away, I'm gonna return and punch it. My natural 20.
You hit it.
10 bludgeoning damage.
That's good.
And then
Can I punch it now?
a bonus action.
Oh, you're still going? You're just
Yeah.
beating this fucking robot up?
Oh, that's a miss. That's a hearty 7.
Yeah, that misses. As you're standing closer to them, you can hear a slight ticking sound coming from them. As the other one grabs the other side of your boat and starts reaching for you. Where you have it.
I had it in my back pocket.
It's reaching for your back pocket.
Okay,
I want to try to grab him and throw him.
What?
What is that?
That's a grapple.
Yeah, it's a grapple check. Strength.
It needs to make a strength check as well.
That's a 12.
You beat it.
Ooh, hell yeah. I got him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw him in the opposite direction.
I like to save.
Yeah.
Yeah! Make another strength check for me.
Okay. That's a 13.
I'll say there.
And I'm gonna stand up in the boat and I'm gonna say, "They're after my property. Scrap them."
Sit down, we must go. And I'm just gonna start wading back to my boat, dragging Gilbert's boat behind me so that it kind of catches up because it's far behind. And as I pass Druzy's boat, I'm gonna take the rope and hand it to them, and then keep going back to my boat.
But we're like, you like hit like
Oh,
a wall, right?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Not yet.
He's forgotten at this point.
Before we, I guess, punch these robots to death, does that 3 hours of like of normal traveling count as like a short rest?
An hour.
Yeah, I'd say between paddling and 3 hours or so. Yeah.
Yeah, because since we have even though I didn't take a lot of damage, but with that Hero's Feast, our hit point maximum is a lot higher because we all took like 23 damage.
I only took 9.
What's my hit dice?
Oh, that's
I don't
fine.
even
I
know,
just said
y'all.
one fun, you guys.
Your D12.
So D12, dope.
This would have been like from before.
I didn't take enough damage to even roll a hit dice. I guess I can just. Yep, that's 12. Now we're back to full.
But remember that you have 20 additional hit points because of the Hero's Feast.
Yep, thank you. I think I only took like 5 damage that last
50 hit
combat because I only got hit once and it was already halved, and then I was also resistant to all the damage I took.
I just sort of
Yeah.
like
It
it.
was halved
Here you go.
again.
There you go.
That's fair. I was gonna make sure we're using all the tools Allison gave us.
Thanks, fam.
You're welcome. Okay.
Oh yeah, rip it and sip it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I want some soup. I got soup in my fridge.
I want some soup.
Um,
Okay, so now all of your boats are kind of dog-piled up against each other sideways against this wall of force. And
we
these...
must go by land.
Okay.
And without warning, I'm gonna turn the boat off and put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
say.
I'm gonna start hustling for land.
Yeah, I'm gonna say boat be gone.
Hustling. Going to land.
Yeah, I'm gonna start using
Sorry,
wave.
not sorry. I'm dragging Moonshadow behind me too. Like as soon as I made the boat go away, I snatched her and was just like, "Let's fucking go, dude."
And I'm like flailing about because I don't like being wet.
I can throw you. You want me to throw you?
No.
I take small damage.
Take us out myself.
You
It's
hear-
okay.
Gilbert, you hear a whisper. It doesn't belong to you.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it doesn't belong to you either. Whoever you are.
Fucking finders keepers.
Finders keepers, losers keepers.
Al, am I close enough to look at the automatons now?
Yeah.
piece of it. So,
Do they have any discerning markings on them as like who they belong to or like anything like that? Like who made them?
Nope.
Good.
I can shoot at them. Am I on land now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out. Well, where am I and what's around me? What's going on?
You are literally all clumped together at the moment
Okay.
on the river. 2 of them are in the river. 1 is on land.
How far is the one that's on land?
It's about 5 feet away from Roots,
How far am I from Roots?
right next to him.
Dope. I am going to swing wildly with my, I have so many weapons. Which one will we use? I'll just use the great club. Yeah. And I'm gonna attack recklessly, so I get advantage, but also, until my next turn, anything that tries to attack me has advantage on me. Good thing I did that. Yep, that is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
healing 4 damage for bludgeoning, and I just like, since I'm attacking recklessly, you just see this like anger. It's like a different kind of anger wash over Nazar as he just rips through the crowd and just beats this guy over the head.
Okay. It doesn't seem, as you kind of go to hit it, you hit it and it deflects off.
Damn.
But its attention, all 3 of their attention is still on Gilbert.
I think it's something.
I would like to. What do you want? Why are you attacking him?
They want my
What's going on?
They want my stone. They want the stone I found in the earth in the cavern.
Why though?
Well, they claim it's not mine, but I don't see anyone's name on it. So I suggest we cut and run.
I like this plan, but
Yes,
who does
I
it?
know. Find us, keep it. Let's just go.
Hand it over, or
Good.
there'll be worse to pay.
Are they saying that, or do I hear that?
You hear that.
I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna say, if you want something, you need to meet me in person. Don't send your little toys.
And they just stand there.
There's a wall. Pat made her on the wall.
I said, I'd be happy to discuss this. Not great first impressions, but I'd be happy to discuss this, perhaps over a drink.
Their heads all tilt down, seeming like their energy's gone. And all of a sudden, ticking stops. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
You boys got a 10.
Why wouldn't they?
Do we still have advantage on this?
15!
We only have advantage on
wisdom?
No.
Oh,
I mean,
all right.
I got a natural 20, though.
I got a natural 20.
20. What did you other guys get?
15!
12, 15,
18.
18. What'd you get?
10.
Okay, if you failed, anybody below a 15, you take 19 fire damage. Everybody else, you take half of that.
Yeah.
I got 15. What does that mean?
You make it.
Thank you, Stone, for giving me resistance to fire damage.
How much damage is it?
19 if you failed. 8.
9 if you pass.
9, thank you.
9 if you pass. I'm resistant to fire damage, so is it halved again?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is that? Like 4?
Yes.
And the other 2 of them just fall to the side. One just starts floating down the river. And then where the water was kind of like rushing up, passes. The wall.
So the wall force goes away too?
Yep.
Perfect.
So the automaton just blew up.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the folded up book out of my tits and say,
Comes from my pocket because I'm a dragon man with no tits.
Boats.
Brand new sentence.
You can see off in the distance where the river opens up and floods into Basin Lake. The sun has already set, and it's been a kind of a long, eventful day. You could probably make it to the delta if you want to push for maybe another hour, or you can set up camp.
I'm gonna vote camp.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Set
Is
up
there
camp.
like an area with a lot of coverage?
Is that a normal sized cat? That is my only.
She's tiny.
Wait, can you do the long cat with the fat cat? Does that work?
Not with that. Not with that one. But
Not with the fat one.
so it's open field still. I mean, there's occasional trees here and there, but it's pretty. You're getting back kind of in the area that you walked through. Like, this is where a lot of farming happens. Because you're. What?
This is where the river that we're on feeds into Basin Lake.
Yeah. On the northern side.
Okay.
I see the map in my head now. I'm with you.
Yeah. If there's like a.
It's also in the group chat.
Is there like a hillock of some sort?
I mean, there's some like mildly sloping hills, just like an Indiana kind of thing, but not anything too. I know what you're asking. You'd be camping out in the open.
Okay, then yeah, it's like kind of pick a spot. If it all looks pretty much the same, it's like, you know, they can see us, but if we take watches, we'll be able to see them.
I recommend that we take 2 per watch, and we will be on opposite ends and watch from outward.
Yes, I like this plan.
That's fine.
Yes.
I'm not as much help in a fight, but I'm really loud when I need to wake people up. So.
Okay. So
I'll take first watch. I'll offer to take first.
first watch. Okay.
I'll take first with Nazar.
Okay.
Bad boys.
We were fighting yesterday, now we're best friends. And maybe, like, I guess in character, like, I don't know how I would say in character, but, like, suggest that, like, a spellcaster pair off with, like, a martial class.
Yeah.
A Moonshadow and I will take second watch.
Am I with Roots again?
That's the bad boys.
You bonded so cutely.
Yeah, we can just drink at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Unless there's anything you guys want to RP or do anything around the campfire, I'm gonna suggest we go through the night.
Okay.
Are there trees by our campsite?
No.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I asked if there were trees by the campsite.
Oh, yeah, no.
So, for everyone else hunkers down, and Nazar and Loch take first watch. Either one of you can roll with advantage, or you can both roll separate perception checks.
You have really good perception, don't you?
Yes.
So,
Me
why
with
don't you
advantage.
roll with advantage? Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want? Do you hear that?
Good. 22.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Nope.
So, as it's a couple hours or so. Yeah, it's gonna be like about 2 or 3 hours each. Nothing really happens. You see some fireflies, and you happen to see a rabbit that you swear has horns jump across the tall grasses, but
Wow.
uneventful. Second watch. I need you to make your rolls.
Okay.
Hey, Charlie.
Is your perception better than mine?
I have a plus one.
A +1? I have a +6.
I don't.
Then you go.
Okay. Yeah.
There it is.
Well, that's not good. Am I rolling with advantage then?
Yeah.
Fuck. Both of those are bad. 11.
You guys are just kind of lackadaisically talking, and you yawn and you stretch over, and you're very tired. And as you look around, you don't seem to notice it at first, but all of a sudden you hear a
Oh no.
Druzy.
Yep.
Does a 16 hit?
Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out on all your favorite social media platforms at Ghostlight Dice. Special thanks to John Claudy for our theme, Wide Open Chaparral.